bit of the game, but still, you know, you can't win the golf tournament Saturday, Friday or Thursday. So it's about getting yourself into position and going on forward.
Good luck.
Today, yeah.
Yeah, hope you have a good one.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Very confident. All right, we've seen the result of their third shot. Lonard is the one that's very near the flagstick there.
And Peter, we see all those people filing down the bottom, well, top left of the screen. We hear that there's 200 Oatlands members out here today following.
Well, that'd be a good day to go for a game. You could walk onto the first tee. Well, that's good to see. Supporting their local hero.
Wonder how much longer they're going to have him as their club pro.
Now there's an interesting thing there. Peter Lonard moving his ball.
Yeah.
Obviously, one the other players, I guess Steve Elker, because his ball is passed, just touched it on the way through, so the player has to replace it near as possible.
Ah, well, I missed that, but you saw it, did you? The ball was...
Well, we didn't see it hit, but we saw Peter Lonard move his ball.
I see. Okay, well, that's the correct procedure. Sometimes it happens from so far away that they don't really know it happens, in which case, of course, they're not guilty of any misdemeanor if they don't replace it. But in this case, they weren't just 100 meters away. They must have seen it. Oh, it's Chris Gray. We saw this was a very fast putt from the group ahead. Look at that go on.
Looks like once it gets over that step, Pete, it really motors along.
So he'll wait.
And it's Steve Elker to play next. Just repairing a pitch mark there, which is quite legal. Player can't touch anything else other than, well, maybe an old cup that's been replaced. He can repair that, but anything else must be not touched by the putter on the line. Now, this putt we've seen a bit earlier was a little slower, or seemed to be to us. But he's only 2.5 meters, I suppose. There's a good one.
So
34.
Steve Elker goes to -8, tied with Allenby in third place at the moment. Remembering he came tied for 10th into the final round of the Ford Open and won at Kooyonga 3 weeks ago.
Peter Lonard can match that, I'm sure. We might see really a ding-dong face-to-face contest here. Elker and Lonard. There might be a little in this. Perhaps it should be started on the left edge. Where we've seen him hole a lot of these over the last couple of weeks. Well done. That's a great way to start. A birdie 4.
So Peter Lonard to -8 with Elker and Allenby. 4 behind the leader, Peter Senior, yet to tee off, with David Ecob sandwiched in between.
Now Chris Gray. Putt for par. Yeah, well done.
So Chris Gray safely away with the par on the first. Almost donging himself on the head with this long putter there. Obviously a technique of getting those into the bag that has to be learnt. Lucas Parsons has the green clear as he prepares for his second shot on the first. Ian Stanley.
Yeah, he's got 235 metres to the flag. He had 1 on out originally. He's now gone to 3. But he's got to draw a little bit because there's some trees on the left-hand side he's got to come around. He's on the flat. Pretty good lie.
Well, he's got to go for it, hasn't he? Since he is on the flat, Ian.
That's right, Peter. He's pulled it left low. Let's see if he gets enough carry.
Oh, that landed on a rock.
And it's gone back. It's come back onto his side of the creek.
That's right. Oh, luck's a fortune.
Oh, yes. Perhaps he doesn't know yet what has happened to it. He thinks he's gone in the depths of that creek.
Yeah, he probably can't see, well, he can't see the ball from where he is.
Now the Queenslander.
We've got good news for him.
Stuart Bouvier second.
1 iron going left. That's definitely in the water.
No rock was going to save that. It wasn't coming in at the same speed as Parsons. So the burn gobbles up 2. Here's a replay of Parsons' effort.
Now let's see what happens to it. Dives into the creek, hits the rock, and back out again. Well, perhaps he did see it.
Now the longest drive.
That's a big shot, but he hit it out to the right. He'd be definitely in the green side bunker.
So Yonayama lashing it over there. Into the sand for him. The other 2 very nearly wet, but Lucas Parsons might get a pleasant surprise when he gets down to the green.
Yeah, Stuart Bouvier is definitely in there.
Well, David Ecob in great position to win the Canon Challenge. He's playing in the final group with Peter Senior and Robert Allenby. Peter Wilkins caught up with him a moment or 2 ago.
David Ecob, how are you feeling today? What's the attitude going to be?
Pretty relaxed, I suppose. Like it's the last round of the tournament for the year, which it's always nice to play well. I'm just going to go out there and just stick to my game plan. Hit fairways, hit greens, and hopefully sink some putts, which would be nice.
Good round yesterday, and you finished it off with that birdie, which has just left you 2 behind.
Yeah, that's quite nice. Like I had 2 good shots in there and managed to make a nice putt, so that always counts.
And with respect, you have Robert Allenby and Peter Senior surrounding you today. How do you feel about that? Does it affect you at all? Or not?
I wouldn't be human if I didn't say, it probably going to affect me to a certain extent, but I'm just going to go there and play my own game and just see how we go. That's all I can say, really.
Now, you putted extraordinarily well yesterday, but a question was asked after the round yesterday about the putter.
Yeah, well, I got it from the States, so, if the America's not right, who is right, I haven't won $1 million like some of these other guys have with a broomstick, so I'm just letting it go.
We hope it works for you again today. Good luck.
Hope so. Thanks, Peter. Ta.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the final group to the tee in the Canon Challenge. From Queensland, 12 under par, Peter Senior.
Defending champion, twice winner here. Well, in this tournament anyway, at Castle Hill and here at Terry Hills.
Now, if he hits this one right in the middle of the bat, then he's in for a good day. Well, Ian Stanley, you're watching.
We missed it, Pete. It's just a big high shot out to the right by the look of it.
Yes, well, is it in the bunker or worse?
We're just down behind the bunker, so I'll have to run up and find out for you.
Go on, Stan, run up. We can see you from here.
Yeah, thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Well, in any
From
event...
New South Wales, 10 under par, David Ecob.
70, 67, 69 for David Ecob. saw him 3 or 4 years ago. They were very close to winning at Hyatt Coolum, beaten by David Diaz in the finish. He's got himself up there again with a big chance. And the way he played yesterday, you would not discount him at all.
That's a nice infectious rhythm, isn't it? Beautiful shot.
From Victoria, 8 under par, Robert Allenby.
And Robert Allenby must just about be due. He seems to have been playing very well. Just overly, perhaps critical of himself after hitting good shots. He expects it the perfect one every time.
Bit indifferent in the last round, so maybe today will be the good one. Good solid swing at that. That'll be out there.
That's past that sprinkler.
And there goes our intrepid reporter. He couldn't have done that yesterday, run up the hill. It was too hot.
Now, the lucky Lucas Parsons playing his third. He's already had a dip in that channel. This is cleanly his third. And just a bit too much.
Well, it's today that pin on that hole is 35 metres from the front of the green. Now Stuart Bouvier was in the creek, taking the drop, keeping that position between where his ball entered the hazard and the flag.
Oh, dear.
And that's dreadful judgment. Hitting the ball off the fairway there, so
That's 4 shots already
four
played.
shots in a very, very difficult position to get up and down from.
Now, Yoneyama. Now, is that his third? Yes, that's his third shot. And a lot of putting to do yet. Well, this first hole providing some fireworks here.
Now this is the Canadian Mike Weir, tee shot at the par 3 fourth. It's off tape. Oh, what a beautiful shot that is.
Mike Weir, we saw him start with an eagle. He gave 1 shot back at the second. Chance to get it back there on the 4th.
Now this is becoming a bit serious for Bouvier.
I think you'll see Pete, he'll throw this one up in the air. It's,
with the club.
yeah, the ball will be the 60-degree or even maybe more loft. Cutting under it, tossing it in the air. Hopefully we're getting a bit of backspin. These players, these young players are so adept at these shots around the greens.
We saw Alka play a beauty yesterday at the 18th. Just like this. Oh, he edged that a bit. He didn't get it on the grooves. He's gone down to the step onto the lower level. Oh, that's bad.
Now, Peter Senior, Ian, you ran up to find his ball in the sand.
That's correct. He's got about 195 metres to the creek, so I think he'd be laying up.
Still running, Stan, eh?
Well, I'm down near the green.
Oh, they should give you a cart to go around in.
It's full of cans. Soft drink.
That's of course.
Laid up indeed. So it's just going to focus his mind. The indifferent drive. No chance of getting home in 2 today, so our leader. A little bit of self-imposed pressure to start the round.
Well, the group in front of him are not going to do any damage here at this stage anyway, by cutting his lead back. Yoneyama, a birdie putt. First green, I think he'd be happy to get this one close.
Very good long putter like all the Japanese we've seen this week.
Yeah, good for weight.
So no birdie today for Yoneyama. He's got a 4 on this opening hole the previous 2 days. Stuart Bouvier, this for bogey.
And really, he's got to play a little bit carefully here too. He could, in his desperation to get 6, he could run this by and miss the next. He's really in a position where he's just got to lay it by the cup. Which he does. But alas, it's a sad, sorry start.
Back up the fairway, David Ecob obviously laying up because the players are still on the green. Okay, there it is, on the fairway.
Now this for a 7 for Bouvier.
Stuart Bouvier drops to -5 now, and that's tied for 11th.
Now, Big Lucas. Birdie attempt. Good putt. We'll give him that one. He'll start with a par. Oop. Well, I'm gonna player does
frozen?
that. Almost. When a player does that, the ball's teetering a bit, or it looks like it might roll.
It's on top of a spike mark or something, is it?
There you go. See, it's wobbling.
I don't think there's that much breeze down there.
Well, it's no problem as long as it stays in its position and he hasn't taken his stance or grounded the putter. That's his par to remain at 7 under.
And Brett Officer's had, I don't think, any more physio treatment, but he is back in the commentary box with us.
Thanks, Peter. No, I haven't had any more.
I don't believe you showed your body over national TV.
No, I thought it was all set up myself.
And Yoneyama gets his par and casting a shadow. So the sun is starting to break through here at Surrey Hills after a misty start to the day. The green is clear for Robert Allenby.
Now he's in the go zone. We saw his drive. It was it's probably the longest we've seen since coming on air. So this is a shot at the green.
How far has he got, Ian?
He's got 180 to the front and the flag's on 35. It is the longest drive by about 20 metres. 3 iron. And just on the front edge there. He's got a long putt, but it's a good start for him to put a bit of pressure, because the two of them yesterday, Peter Senior and Robert Allenby, were absolutely stirring each other up, who's hitting the long drive. So be a good battle today.
Well, it's Peter Senior, yet to complete a hole today, holding his two-shot lead over playing partner David Ecob. Steve Alker poised with Robert Allenby and Peter Lonard just 4 behind the lead. And we go back to 4 at -7, 2 at -5.
Tonight, visit Ballykiss Angel.
You come for the scenery? I've come for the priest.
An English priest learning the Irish rules. Coming to terms with local idiosyncrasies.
It wasn't a person I slept with, Father. It was a sheep.
And his adversaries.
Father, this is not what we pay you for. I don't work for you.
Discover the endearing charm of Ballykiss Angel, 7:30 tonight.
Celebration 40 years of Australian opera takes you on a nostalgic journey through 4 decades of superb performances. Featuring unique archival footage of some of our greatest performers, 40 Years of Australian Opera is now available on video from ABC shops, ABC centres and video retailers.
Rule number 059. If there's only one tackler, he can steal the ball prior to the tackle being completed.
Watch the ABC of Super League, 6:30 tonight.
Peter Senior is on the green in 3 shots. David Ecob looking to do the same here. First hole.
Stop there.
It's a shame.
From almost jumping into the hole, and now he's back down the slope and putting from the bottom level. And as we've seen this week, you can count those that have gone in on about one hand.
Now up ahead at the third, Steve Alker. And that's a beauty. Right down the fairway, iron for safety.
Chris Gray also going with the iron. Third hole is downhill and not a particularly long hole. So accuracy is more important than length.
Chris Gray's just dropped out of that tie for 6th, having bogeyed the 2nd. Get some water, Torres.
Good tee shot there from Chris Gray.
This was Peter Lonard's tee shot off tape, and we've seen where the ball is, because the 3 players are almost in identical places, or distance from the tee. And that's split the fairway, actually.
And very pleasing to the gallery.
The Oatlands
Just
gallery.
Exclusively Oatlands members. 2 4s for Lonard to start with, so he's 1 under for the day. Jean-Louis Geppy is that other man at -5, tied for 10th place.
If all those 200 members came in to buy something, Pete, he'd be in good shape. Not that he isn't in good shape.
Well, here's the hole-in-one prize from Japan Airlines, 2 business class return tickets to Japan. All pars today so far for Geppy.
Settle down. Sato off tape, his tee shot at the 4th. Well, landed pretty close to the hole, but pretty safe.
David Smale. His tee shot at the fourth. 6 iron. Very fine shot. Good chance for a 2.
White Cherie, the first to say good shot, Dave. A real throng.
Look at that.
Around this front 9.
It's not the easiest course to walk, are they? But on the first, Robert Allenby for an eagle. Up the step here. Well, he didn't quite get that one right, but the weight was beautiful. We've seen a few putts speed past that hole from there. It's always nice to lay the first one dead on the first hole, but he's got a bit of work left.
Peter Senior bogeyed his final hole yesterday. He'll be looking to ease this one in the middle to erase that memory, get his round off to a great start. It was a good try. Had no trouble knocking this in for his par 5 at the first.
Wonder if that shirt comes in bright stripes.
Yes, he's worn the muted variety today, the conservative one. So a par today for Senior on the first. He's birdied it the last 2 days. It is playing about a quarter of a shot harder today than it did yesterday. The northerly wind.
Now David Ecob, very unlucky with his third shot. I guess it was about a foot from the hole at some stage. He's putting up this step. Woo down now ball. Now we've seen a few of those today from players putting from down below that step. It shows that Robert Allenby really got the weight right, but a bit left of the hole. But David has got a fair bit of work to do there.
Up ahead at the fourth, Jean-Louis Geppy with his second shot at the par 3 fourth. Very clever. Well done. These top line players are good at those shots.
Now let's hope David can get this one into. It's a nice length to get in to revive a little bit of confidence he lost with the first one. Well, unlucky start. After the third shot, nearly got to that position where he putted in for 6.
So Ecob out of double figures in the red. Peter Senior 3 in front for the moment. Has to be confirmed yet with his hole out.
Robert Allenby with a putt for birdie to move within 3 of the leader, Peter Senior. A momentous day today for Robert. If he should finish in the top 10 this week, he will earn enough money to post his $1 millionth earned on the Australian tour.
Well, that's an ominous sign for his playing opponents. And the putters on song, Allenby's certainly a threat.
Now, Peter Lonard's second shot at the third.
First tip. Oh, sit down.
Oh, looked great from where he was standing. See the breeze just kicking up a little bit now, but still a fine shot.
Steve Elker, his second shot to the third. Brilliant iron shot from Elker.
And Chris Gray, the third member. This group. And that's a great one as well. A couple of realistic birdie chances, and Peter Lonard as well.
That's Craig Parry on the 6th tee, the par 3. Good solid iron shot, but not within a realistic birdie chance.
Craig Parry started with 2 birdies today. He's 4 under. Allenby off his birdie at the first.
Got the 3-wood out.
It wasn't me, says that man. It was the bloke behind me that was talking.
Now, 3-wood, safety, good play this. He doesn't like it.
It's probably in the middle of the fairway.
No, it's, well, lap of the gods there for to get a lie.
Thick rough over that side, isn't it, Bob?
It certainly is, Brett, and 3-wood, it may not be on one of the upslope. You can get a go at it, but if you're down in one of the hollows in the thicker stuff, it's difficult to get a decent hit.
Peter Senior with a driver.
Well, that's the second one, Brett.
2 in a row. Out to the right.
Well, of all the Japanese, Sato might be the man. He's got better and better as this tournament's gone on.
Mr. Sato.
Well, has he got a birdie here, Bob? It's a great try.
I think it is. Oh, well.
Well, he's moved to -7, and he's in 6th place at the moment, tied with 2 others.
David E. Cobb, tee shot at the second. And David's hitting driver. Had every opportunity this week.
Well, you're in commentary with Bob Shearer, Brett Officer, and stepping in, Peter Wilkins.
Okay, they're walking up this second hole, and here's an aerial of it. As we said, those mounds on the right, the grass there is probably 3 or 4 inches long, Bermuda grass. Bunkers on the left, slightly uphill. The players drive to around this area here, then an uphill second shot from maybe 130 metres, 140, to a very, very long green, bunkered on either side. A few steps in this green, and today the pins cut 22 metres back on the right, so I would say that it is just over the first step in the green on the right there, probably about in line with that right-hand bunker, as you can see. Playing a bit over its par. 5 birdies today so far, 13 bogeys, but a good golf hole.
David Smale, birdie, putt at the 4th. That looked good for a long time.
Now Peter Lonard for a birdie. Afternoon, Bob. Afternoon, Brett.
How are you, Wilco?
Hello, Peter.
Nice to see this one go in.
It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh! Why do they always stop there?
And again, that large Oatlands contingent willing it in the hole. They were gathered behind Peter on the putting green and in the driving range.
Smale now for par.
Safely in. And David Smale remains 8 behind Peter Senior.
Now Chris Gray, we saw his second shot. This for birdie 3. He's pulled that one to the left. Well, maybe he didn't pull it, he misread it.
Kepi for par. It's a shame he did the hard work with the chip shot back up the hill.
Looked like he was putting that right into the caddy's pocket.
Well, that's a shot gone for Geppy.
Now, this is Steve Elker. Is this birdie? Birdie chance. And he's got it. Well done. What's that take Steve to? Wilco?
It takes Steve to
10 under.
10 under par.
Yeah.
Now David Ecob trying to get back that shot lost at the first hole. And again, the ball trickling back down the step, so we're going to have another difficult putt.
Yeah, I think Steve Elker's 9 under because he's birdied the first and the third.
Correct. We're hurrying him up to 10 under par.
Yeah, well, he'll get there soon.
Peter Senior still leads by 3 over Alka, Ecob, and this man, Robert Allenby.
He has finished on the upslope, as Bob Shearer was talking about. That'll make this shot easier. And I dare say that's gone fairly high. That's a pretty good shot from Allenby. He will have a little step to go up with his birdie attempt.
He took a big whoosh at that, Ian Stanley.
He sure did. He's got 127 metres. Actually, Peter's got the same measurement, 127 metres, but a little slight wind, but they're on an upslope, as Bob was saying, but they can't see the flag. They've got to get it on that top tier, or otherwise it'll spin back down. Sitting fairly good, actually, in the rough there, Bob.
Oh, someone took a picture, I think.
Yeah, there's about 6 camera guys over there.
Are those trees on the right coming into play?
No, they're not, Bob. He can hit it over the side on the left-hand side. But it's interesting, if you look back at the tee here, the tee aims where the boys actually hit.
Okay.
Doesn't aim up the middle of the fairway. Sitting good, he's got 8 iron. High, straight at it. Just starting to turn a little bit with his draw.
I'd be reasonably happy with that shot, although there is again a longish putt as we go to Steve Alker on the 4th hole.
Could be a 7-iron shot this today. Downwind. Yeah, good safe shot.
Craig Parry for birdie on the 6th.
Wilco are in position for the second shots at the 3rd.
That must have looked in from where Craig Parry was standing. Giving his ball a bit of encouragement, telling it to get up, and it did need to get up a little bit too.
Welcome back, Peter Thompson.
Thanks, Peter.
Good solid par there for Craig Parry. He's 4 under. Good solid start to his round.
Seems to be a rare level of tension around for so early on a final day, or is that just my imagination, Brett? What do you think? It's my imagination, isn't it?
Just waiting for Chris Gray to think it's all in your mind, Peter. No, you're right. There's fine shot there from Chris Gray. There's always an air of expectancy at the start of the final round.
Peter Senior not into stride yet by any means. He's been distinctly wobbly over these the first hole certainly, and now this one. A couple of poor drives off to the right. However, there's par at the first, and there's 2 putts here for a par at the second.
I remember last year, Peter, he played the front 9 a little below his best, and put himself almost out of the tournament, and then came home with a withering run on the back 9. So
anyway, this is for a 3. Nice enough putt, but not in. I think he'd probably wait. Let somebody else putt.
Peter Senior, the defending champion, twice winner of the event. Tournament sponsors delight.
David Ecob with a similar length putt, but from a different angle. He has a little tier to negotiate. You could just hear someone mentioning cameras, and the players don't need those sorts of distractions while they're trying to concentrate. So we hope there's no more of that today.
Now Yoneyama playing the third. All right, that's on the putting.
Back to Robert Allenby here, surveying a similar putt to David Ecob. He might have been able to learn a little bit in terms of break and speed. And up ahead, Lucas Parsons.
Beautiful shot.
Back to Allenby. This birdie putt on the second. Won't make it by a long way.
Surprisingly short from Robert Allenby. He needs that to remain at 9 under par and 3 behind Peter Senior.
Steve Elker for birdie at the fourth. Fine try, beautiful putt in running.
Steve Elker, he's played the first 4 holes, 4 under par for the 4 days, no bogeys, and this will be another par.
Now we'll go back and tremble a little bit with Allenby. This is not easy. One of those putts where nobody can be quite sure of the line until you see a ball run. Could be left lip, it could be inside left. Doesn't leave too many short like this. this for a par. Right in the middle.
Well hold from Robert Allenby, 9 under. And 1 under for today's round. Steve Alker safely in for his par.
Peter Senior has waited for a couple of minutes thinking about this little one. I think these are always harder on a Sunday than they were on a Thursday. They seem to be more important. No trouble at all for Senior. Two pars on the first 2 holes for him.
Now, what can Lonard do? Well, he couldn't hold it.
So Lonard will be safely into the hole, and maybe a little confidence booster here for David Ecob after the first hole 3 putt. So it's just got to go dead centre, nice and firm.
He'll be quite relieved about that. Chris Gray has his putt for birdie, back down the hill on 4. And couldn't really afford to be too aggressive with that.
I get the feeling all Chris Gray needs is 1 or 2 to start hitting the back of the cup, and he'll be in contention, but not too many across the last couple of days have gone in.
That's Lonard finishing. 3 pars there.
Yoniyama. And he thought that putt was extremely fast down that hill. And not quite as fast as he thought.
Now let's see what Allenby does here. That last hole he really made a poor tee shot.
We're all following this group, the amateur photographers and the professional ones as well. Plenty of apologies.
Well, that's a sign of good humour. That's very encouraging that he didn't snap back at somebody. Now let's see what happens to this tee shot.
And left. Going left.
Now again you see that's a little off target onto the right side of the fairway. I think that happened to him at Huntingdale, same thing.
Lucas Parsons has this putt for a birdie. I saw him do that a lot yesterday. Hit fine iron shots and couldn't finish them off.
He's not lacking in confidence with the putter. He steps up. He's looking as though he's seeing the line, hitting the putt. And talking to him before the round today, he's very surprised that a lot of them didn't go in.
Senior.
Good shot.
I think he's found it.
Great to see him taking the driver off the tee there. He's leading the tournament, but he's not backing off.
That's long, Ian Stanley.
It sure is. I tell you, we were all looking at it down here. We thought it was coming over the right-hand side of the fairway, but it's in perfect position.
As we see our man pop it in to remain at 7 under par, Lucas Parsons. Now the third of this trio. And just while this is airborne, and we might ask you about Robert Allenby's ball.
Sitting on a little mound and fluffy rough, but it's not bad. He's got about 120. I'll get the actual meterage to it. But it's sitting up, it's okay.
And a good drive again from David Eacock.
He's got a few supporters there.
Good to see. Well, he's a Sydney boy. Well, but that's just skipped left off the fairway, and that's going to be tough.
It's a par 4 for Yoneyama.
And Yoneyama. Par.
Sato. Now this is a par 3. Little help from the gallery marshal. 187 metres. Now this is a big shot as par 3s go. All right, carried the bunker. Not too badly off either there.
Lucas Parsons on the 4th tee. Just discussing there with his caddy.
Yep.
What club to use. I think he's probably tossing up between a 7 or an 8. I dare say he's taken the 7, just moving his ball back a little bit. Not that that'll make a whole lot of difference.
Might have been in front.
In front of the markers? I don't think so. What would happen if he did hit from in front of the markers, Peter?
Well, nothing if nobody noticed it.
And if they did notice, you'd have to replay with a 2-stroke penalty.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Let's hope he can pop that one in.
Well, he was that far away from 2 business class return tickets to Japan. Got more hops.
How taped was the stroke of Yoneyama at the 4th hole here. A lot of moving parts in that swing, isn't there? Well, he got it to the target.
Robert Allenby on the 3rd.
Ian Stanley.
Well, he's got 133 metres. The flag's cut on 13, so it's just on the front edge. He's got a very good lie.
Well, that's the important thing, isn't it? The lie. So he can really fire at the flag, can he not?
Straight over the flag. He doesn't have to worry about the water or anything, just a big bunker, but that's way short of the green.
Stand, please. Thank you. Is the wind again? Behind and...
the caddy.
Maybe a shade off the left, but just straight behind at the moment.
There's a weather report.
Aesthetically, a great hole to play. It's sitting up, looking at the green, the big green, water on the left.
It's looking pretty good, just out to the right of the flag. Probably get a kick in. No, it didn't. It's got a bit of a run there, isn't it?
Some encouragement and a monster putt for Allenby.
And here's a look at the 3rd hole. Tee shots downhill. The players can't quite see that water while they're standing on the tee, but they can see the bunker on the left-hand side there. So they're aiming out to the right, to the middle of the fairway. We saw Robert Allenby just from the light rough there. David Eacock's ball's in the light rough on the left. And the water is there, but not really in play. I don't think we've seen any professionals hit in there this week. This is a tough shot for David Eacock, straight over that water.
Ian.
It's a great little shot here. 91 to the front. Look at this for a shot. In actual fact, there was a sign in front of him that he could actually get line of sight if he wanted to, but it was a fairly good line in the rough.
Be upset unless this one is dead.
Use all.
Say again?
We use all those rules, don't we, Peter?
I think when he had a good lie, he decided to accept it in case he dropped it in a worse one. Now, here's Senior. After that monster drive, how far has he got?
62 metres, little sand iron. You can really pitch it at the hole and spin it. Watch this one get a bit of backspin. Fine shot. Setting up a good birdie chance.
Peter Senior with an opportunity to go to 13 under.
Steve Elker with a birdie putt on 5. He's currently in a tie for second. This would move him into outright second. He's bogeyed this 5th hole the last 2 days. This may well make up for those.
Hey, look at this.
Never quite on the line. Back portion of this green appears to be fairly level, but it does slope off to the right. It's a hard green to read.
And Steve Alker, 9 under, alongside Robert Allenby and David Ecob. And chasing Peter Senior, who has that birdie opportunity. Peter Lonard at 8 under, still there, but needing something. Lucas Parsons, Nobi Sato, Tsuyoshi Yoneyama, Bouvier, who had that double at the first to start his day off badly, and Chris Gray.
So putting at the 4th, and it will be Yoneyama. This is a birdie putt across the slope. Such as it is. It seemed pretty flat though, didn't it? That's a good idea to get on with it. That's a tidy par 3.
Peter Lonard's hit a wonderful shot into the 5th. And this putt's for birdie. And he would have seen Steve Elker's ball come from the other side of the hole and turn to the right. So this should turn just a little bit to his left. I need to start this about the right edge of the cup, nice and firm. Good stuff from Lonard.
Only his second birdie in 26 holes, would you believe, from Peter Lonard. But that's a kick start for the day's round.
Now, Alan be in a little bit of bother here to get down in 2. Look at it come down the step. Still running. Nice putt.
Stand still, please.
Steve Elker's got this left for his par 4. Very solid putter.
So it's Lucas Parsons' turn now. This is for 2 at the 4th. Oh, it got it. It nearly missed.
And Lucas Parsons, well, he did need that. He's now at 8 under par, 4 behind.
David Ecob. This for a 3 at the 3rd. Didn't turn as much as he thought. He hit it exactly where he wanted to.
Pretty good sound in sport, that.
And that looked too, right in the middle of the fairway. He's pretty happy with himself right at this point in time.
Now here's a chance for Senior. Well, if it is downhill, and I believe it is, gently downhill, not steeply, but gently, then the odds really are against. He may hold it, but we don't see many putts hold of those going downhill. Beautiful second shot to there. Didn't have really far to hit it, 62 metres. And this for a birdie 3. Oh.
Straightened out.
Looked like a minefield down there, didn't it?
Did indeed.
Lovely bit of camera work there.
Fifth tee, Yoneyama.
Less moving parts there, Peter.
Well, he does get some speed up with that club head for a little man.
Up ahead at the 6th, Mr. Sato. With a tricky little shot. That's pretty good.
Choosing to putt there from off the edge of the green.
And he'll tap in to remain at 7 under par. 5 behind Peter Senior, who's yet to add another birdie to his account.
Well, this long and difficult 6th hole, par 3, 187 metres, and a little bit uphill as well. Just a 2-iron. Oh, lovely shot. Now, he's looking pretty dangerous.
He's known for his final round charges. It's a par for David E. Cobb. He did stand over the ball for a long time before he eventually moves the putter head back.
Chris Gray, remembering he hit 18 greens and 18 fairways back on the first day. It seems a long time ago.
The tee stayed pretty good.
We'd
indeed.
agree.
And off tape, Peter Lonard had the honour after a birdie at the 5th.
Get right. Go. Right.
Stop, start, left, right.
It did not obey.
No real trouble there for Peter Lonard.
Large crowd today, as there was yesterday. Among them, David Campese, Australian rugby's try-scoring supremo. In fact, he's been a bit of a feature here over the last few days, playing in the Pro-Am, following the Ogle group, being a good mate of Brett Ogle's from way back.
And here's Allenby, this par 3. 155 metres, this one. That'll look pretty close to him on the tee.
Here's an aerial view of the 4th. Water there on the left, not in play at all. The green up above tee height. And a steep slope up to the front of the green there. Any ball landing short will roll back down the hill. The pin today cut on the right-hand side of a tier that splits the middle of the green. And Peter Senior with a 7-iron.
Sit down. Sit down.
Could be going left. long as well. When you pull the ball, you tend to hit it an extra 5 or 10 metres, and he's got some work to do.
You know, I always found that irritating to hear a caddy start commentating on my shots that flew through the air.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like that either.
We'll send the message out by Ian Stanley. But that's, I guess Peter Senior would regard it as 3 out of 4 missed so far from the tee today. Would that be too harsh?
Yeah, he's a little bit off balance, giving the others a hope. And that's watch the way Ecob tucks that right elbow in there to his side. Start his swing. Well, he got the distance right.
His iron play yesterday was absolutely fantastic.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Brings a smile to the face. And Lucas Parsons here, Ian Stanley.
Yeah, 119 to the flag. A little bit of breeze into his face. He's aiming way left again, trying to cut it back. Which he's done it straight at the flag. This looks pretty good if it's not too long. Oh, you beauty.
It was too long there for a minute.
It nearly hit the flagstick.
Yeah, a metre too long. It's a great swing. I wish I had that.
Keep dreaming.
I
Johnny
will.
Armour, the 5th. With his second shot.
Just push it a little bit there, a little bit low.
That was off take. This is Sato. A great look from behind down at the 7th green. Where that pin is today, 31 metres back and 6 from the right. You'll see some drama there a little later on today. Very relaxing spot to watch golf. Sitting on some freshly cut grass. Nice cool day.
Now the 6th green. That's pretty good. Now Elka will get on with it. Put it into the cup. He hopes. Lovely tee shots there from Elka and Chris Gray, both putting for 2s. Oh, he jugs that beautifully. That's another birdie.
Smooth as you like.
I tell you, he's the danger man.
That's his 3rd birdie of the day. And Steve Alker moves to 10 under par, 2 behind Peter Senior.
Peter Senior, second shot from over the back of the 4th green. Nicely done. But still some work to do.
Might be the 2-shot turnaround. Peter Senior holed them relentlessly yesterday.
Another putt for a 2 here. Oh, Chris Gray. Oh. Putt for a 3.
Oh, don't kick it too hard. It's not the putter's fault.
Now, we had a few calls yesterday. One from Robert Altringham from Geelong, who gave us a comment on David Eatcob's putter, but it has been passed by the tour field staff. It's perfectly correct, apparently. This for a 2. Will it turn in? No, it won't.
Peter Lonard for his par at the 6th. Pretty good 2-putt from where he was. Well past the flag. He's 2 under for his round through 6.
And you're watching the Canon Challenge. Peter Thompson, Brett Officer, Bob Shearer, and in a moment, Steve Elliott.
Robert Allenby lining up. But, first we go over to the 5th and Yomiyama.
Oh.
So he's missed his birdie, but Robert Allenby is for a 2 at the 4th. Well, always a bit left, I think. As soon as he hit it, he knew that. But, well, it's a par, and Peter Senior's got a tricky one left. Hotting up, Peter Thompson.
Yes, pressure's on now on Senior. And here's the man that's exerting most of it. Although Senior would not give him a thought at this stage. He's got his own things to worry about. But it's amazing, isn't it, how we now see clearly that Alka gets himself together for these Sunday rounds.
I wonder if he, what he's like as a front runner.
Well, we'd never know, do we?
That's right. Came from the clouds to win the Ford Open at Kooyonga. Got 69 to get himself up near the top 10 last week on the Sunday.
Do you think he called into church on the way to the course?
Peter Senior, putt for a par. Well, he knew that one wasn't there, but it was a good putt.
Well, he's keen to make this exciting for us. He's come back a shot to the field. So he only leads Alka by 1 and by 2 from Allenby, Ecob and Lonard.
Now this is the 7th, downhill par 4, and length.
We should call it the Oatlands Ovation. What do you think?
Very good.
Length not required, so just a little bunt with his fairway club.
David Ecob finishing off on the 4th for his par. Well, Peter Senior's bringing a few players into this game. And here's one of them, Lucas Parsons. Oh. Boy, we've seen a few of those in the last 2 days from Lucas.
Doesn't he exude a calm demeanour out there? He's have the right temperament.
Sato putting for a 3 at the 7th. We taped that, so this is his 2nd putt. This time for par. Just 4 strokes behind. It's not impossible for him to catch up.
Robert Allenby, dangerous driving hole 5th. He's got the fairway wood. Bunker up on the hill on the left. Just keep out of that.
You're right.
Well, landed just over it, and it's in perfect position now.
Now, ECOB, we did have a discussion in our transport going back to the hotel last night about this armband that David ECOB wears here. He had some terrible tendinitis for more than a year recently, and I think he keeps it on there just for a bit of extra strength. Well, he is really very proficient with that driver.
Now Yoniyama, 6T, par 3. Well, that's a good one. Even the mouth's moving, Peter. Chewing a bit of gum.
A lot of moving parts here. Oh, now hold your breath. The senior. Don't know that that's the best we've seen from him. A little bit wobbly, I thought there. What do you think, Bob?
Yes, I think you're right. That was his driver, and it's not as far as he normally hits it. This is Lucas Parsons, his tee shot at the 6th. And he's been swinging so wonderfully well for the last 2 weeks. Bit left this one, I think. Trying to fade it in, but that's got a good break there. It stayed up. Out of the bunkers.
Yeah, he can't see the result. He's a bit apprehensive about it. Now, here's some conference going on about the distance, and do your sums right now. Remember, 2 and 2 make 4.
He's got a fellow Kiwi helping him out.
Now, what about the elevation? Because the fairway is higher than the green. Got to allow a bit for that.
Mike, isn't it?
Yeah, Big Mike, yes. He works at the Albert Park driving range in Melbourne.
And what does he do there?
I'm not too sure. Not too sure.
Gives advice. Now, here's the 7th. Let's have a look. It plunges downhill into that very low point of the course there, where there's a large pond, and the green, as you see, set on the slope of the hill. The green itself has quite a slope, left to right as we look at it. Rather large, generous, but the complication is this shot downhill. Soft green. He pulled that a bit from the downslope. So that's an awful long putt he's got left there. No 3.
Only been 4 of them today, in fact, Pete. Grant Kenny, Jared Mosley, Anthony Painter and Terry Price.
And Chris Gray on the left of your screen there. That's a good one. He's due to make one of those, I think. He's played pretty well. Not much happening for him.
All he said to the ball was, be good. That's a sign that they like it usually, isn't it, Bob?
That's it, yes.
Chance for Peter Lollard. Yeah, that water oxygenator in that pond, giving us a water noise. You have to leave, it's perfectly understandable. Has he found the target? Yes, I think he has.
So things tightening up a little in the final round, with Peter Senior coming back to the field a little, just leading by 1 from Alka. Allenby at 9 under with some quality company in Ecob and Lonard. Lucas Parsons on his own at 8 under. Sato and Yoniyama together at 7. Stuart Bouvier and Chris Gray at 6 under.
Whatever this guitar. I think it's about the only thing my wife's not jealous of.
Musicians and their instruments.
A guitar has different voices from another guitar, and you feel close to one or another.
In conversation and in performance, this very special bond is shared.
It gets worse as you get older, you know, you just get more in love with it.
Join Jaslyn Hall and Paul Grabowski for this innovative new series. Access all areas, 9:20 tonight, ABC.
Be tuned in with ABC Radio Current Affairs.
This is AM. I'm Peter Cave. Good morning. Patient choice of doctors against purge in hell of a political fight.
This is The World Today. Hello, I'm Tony Eastley. Coming up, one of Australia's best ever parties. Militant unions, the government decides when...
Good evening, I'm Monica Attard. Welcome to PM. Tonight, the foreign ministers are joined by the Prime Water Bill, and now we're cross to...
Be tuned in with ABC Radio Current Affairs.
Rule number 059. If there's only one tackler, he can steal the ball prior to the tackle being completed.
Watch the ABC of Super League, 6:30 tonight.
Lucas Parsons, can he make a move?
Oh, that's not a good one. Elected to take the putter. Must have just got caught up in the fringe grass there. First blemish really from Lucas today.
Yoniyama for a birdie 2. Down, 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 and out.
Now, Lucas. Yes, well hole. Always happy to have a par 3 at the 6th.
Yoniyama a par 3.
Well, we saw Steve Elker's second shot. He hooked it slightly, but not far enough to miss the green, but he's got a long, long putt from here. Left to right break, where he's looking from. Oh, that looks good. Well, not too bad, but a bit of work to do. If it was a little softer, it would have taken more break.
Ecob on the 5th green. There's a putt for a 3. Maybe he's feeling a bit of the tension himself there, even though he's trailing. He's trying very, very hard, I think. Holding on a bit tight.
David dropped one shot at the first, so pars since.
Next to play, Peter Senior. This putt for a 3 as well. Not having registered a birdie as yet today. He'll be very keen to get this one in. Well, it's just not working at this stage.
Now, a chance for Allenby. He's 2 behind Senior.
Just go up forward to the 7th. Peter Lonard. Downhill. Just for a 3. Has he got it? Oh, good try. He thought it was going to move a little bit to the left. Tee shot of Yoniyama on the 7th. Excellent position.
Now, can Allenby hold this birdie 3? Get within 1 stroke of senior. Oh, yes. He can. And he has.
Well, will Robert Allenby start to put the squeeze on Peter Senior? Alka's also at 10 under. Defending champion under the hammer. Lucas Parsons.
Metalwood, 3 wood. And that one's in good shape as well.
Well, start of the day with Peter Senior leading by 2. Many felt he might walk away with his 3rd Canon challenge, but look how tight it's become with Alka and Allenby just 1 behind. And Allenby playing with Senior. David Ecob at 9 under. It's still a strong chance.
David Ecob holding for his 4. The 5th, so...
Now, Alka, this putt for a par at 7. Oh, he's holding out beautifully.
He doesn't miss many, Peter, does he?
Not today so far.
Yes, he's 3 under today, the New Zealander. 30s at 1, 3 and 6.
Well, this man's playing very steady today. Something may happen in the future, I would think. He's hitting some good iron shots. Putting well and really takes his time and care over these short putts. As well he might. They're the same as a 300-yard drive.
On the tee at the 6th, this very difficult 187-metre par 3. That's a long distance in anybody's course. Here it is. Bunkers on half the left front there. That's the problem. One way out to the right, but really the one on the left is the one in their eye. 187 metres. Now that's a long iron for just about everybody in the field, and even perhaps more than that sometimes if there's a wee bit of wind ahead. And there's not today. So Allenby with a 4-iron. Issues a lot of instructions. Go, turn,
kick left.
Golfers are peculiar people, and they're thinking a golf ball can hear.
Had their ears smacked off them, haven't they? They look pretty round to me.
Now it'll be David Ecob, second to play here at the 6th.
Let's see the way he tucks that right elbow in. Right into his side. There it is. That's the first thing he does before he starts his swing. That's the second thing. Oh, what a beautiful shot. What a glorious shot. Took on the bunker, parted straight at the flag.
Now, Peter Senior, I guess it'd be fair to say, has been a little bit shaky so far today. But a veteran of being in this position.
applause for that, and that's why he yanked it away to the left.
Well, he's pushed a couple right, Bob. He's tugged that one left.
Yes. It's, all in all, that's probably not a good sign, or not good signs. It's, the people behind are creeping up on him as well.
At 7, we've got Lucas Parsons. I think Ian Stanley's made his way over there.
Yeah, I have. He's got 120 metres to the front of the green. The flag's tucked way up the back on the right-hand side. And he's got to be careful because the balls are spinning back down the green here. They're very soft today. Solid contact. A little bit left, I think.
No, off tape, it was Stuart Bouvier. Difficult shot out of the right-hand rough. Awkward stance there, though, man. Okay. And as you can see, can't get the backspin. Oh, that one's going to be all right, though. Look at that. That's not backspin. That's just using the contours of the hole. Well, it's finished up in great position. Now, how far is
Yoni
Yama?
Yoni Yama's son, 119. Have a look at this for a shot, but it just came in one club too short. A little bit of wind behind, but he picked the wrong club, but right on line.
I'll let them make their way up to the green, and we'll make our way across to Karantai.
Thanks, Steve. And with me, I have Brett Partridge of Tasmania. The best round of the day so far is 67, to be 1 under for the tournament. Part of the Eisenhower Trophy winning team for Australia at the end of last year and just turning pro. This is your 3rd event.
Yeah, 3rd event. I've started all right, so everything's looking all right at the moment. I'll just see what happens over the next 12 months and where I go and if I come back to Australia and play the Australian Tour again next year, because this is our last event. So.
A nice turnaround for you today, a 77 yesterday, so terrific, a 10-shot turnaround.
Yeah, it was a good playing today. I played with Pete McWhinney, and he's a really nice guy, and he talks a lot, and it sort of takes your mind off it when you're not actually playing a shot, so that's great, and he has a lot of fun out there, and I enjoy that sort of thing, just in settling down and just playing the game and having fun, and that's what I did today, and had a good score.
Because you made the cut in the Victorian Open and then a good finish for you in the Masters last week.
Yeah, it was a good experience for me last week. To finish up where there's a lot of people around and there's a bit of pressure on you to shoot a good score, and I thought I handled it all right. I wasn't as good as what I would have liked. I shot 1 over, but it was nice to finish up there and actually get some dollars and some money under your belt so you can get to other places and play more tournaments.
Well, Brett, well done in this tournament. Good luck in Asia this year, and we'll be keeping a look at your progress with interest.
Thanks,
Brett Partridge, as we take you back out on course. Peter Senior here on 6, his 2nd shot.
Peter Senior's 2nd shot out of the bunker, and can't do much better than that.
Now Alka playing the 8th. Is that another birdie chance? Well, I think we'd have to say yes.
He's putting up a step there, Pete.
Now, is Allenby putting up a step?
Down one.
Down a step.
This is a very fast putt from here.
His ball pretty quickly. I think he knew that wasn't so good.
That's right. Peter Leinart's 2nd shot to the 8th. Good view of what he's looking at. Stay there. Yeah, the pin only cut 9 metres on the green today, but that's probably only about 6 or 7 metres from over the bunker on the line that Peter was playing.
Here's Ecob holding this putter almost perpendicular. Now this must be downhill. Beautiful tee shot right behind the flag. putting for a left to right break, and it was huge. There's superb bird noises from Duffy's Forest, which is, of course, the adjoining property of this club.
That's some bad news for Jean-Louis Guepi, who's incurred a two-stroke penalty at the 5th green. Marked his ball, rolled.
No, he remarked it.
He remarked it.
Yeah.
And
it rolled.
Then it rolled.
Now that's, once it does that, it's in play.
Right.
And he's picked it up and put it back.
Right.
Near the coin. That's a two-shot penalty.
Now this is a putt for a par now.
Oh dear.
What a mistake. Cruel.
David's now dropped 2 shots in 6 holes.
This is Chris Gray, his second shot, the 8th. That's a good one. He's on the same plateau as the cup.
All right, we'll watch the putting on the 7th. This is Stuart Bouvier. This green has a big slope on it, but that cup is down on the flat. That might do it.
Steadied the ship, has Stuart, after double bogeying the first. Birdies at 3 and 6.
Now up ahead at the 8th. We saw Peter Lonard's second shot spin back down. Up a slight step, looking good. Oh, a bit strong though.
Senior, after that marvellous bunker shot, he gets away with a par 3.
As he says of himself, he's a pretty good struggler. And he's still in the lead.
Off tape, Robert Allenby for his par. Okay, well hold.
Peter Thompson takes a break. Brett Officer back with us. Who's your money on now, Brett? It's looking pretty interesting.
I thought Robert Allenby was the danger man at the start of the day. I guess I've cheated a little bit by not mentioning that till now.
Yeah, I don't think you're on record as saying that anyway.
No, unfortunately. Chris Gray just...
Yeah,
a little tentative there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's not having a good time with the putter at the moment. Johnny Yama at 7. This is for his par. And he pushed that one. And remember, he came up short with his second shot. He either chipped or putted. This is for his bogey now. That sound of water behind does make you want to go somewhere, doesn't it?
To the beach. And that was a little tentative too from Steve Elker.
Yeah, up that step. We haven't seen many putts hold going up steps this week, Brett.
That's the tough part about putting here. Robert Allenby. Game in shape today. Good tee shot there on 7.
Steve Elker holding out for his par at the 8.
Got to be a bit careful how you say that, don't you, Steve? Alcoholing out. Alcohol. That's right.
Ah, very good. Very good.
3 wood for Peter Senior. Prime position.
Lucas Parsons. Well, they're all banging him in from everywhere at the moment. David Ecock's tee shot. Everybody likes it, but he's looking at it anxiously. And Ian's down there, I believe, is he?
He's on the upslope, Bob. He's got a fairly good lie, but it's not the sort of shot you want to go across water and 2 bunkers to get up the back of the green.
And we didn't mention anything about alcohol, mate.
Leave me alone.
Good galleries continue to watch this excellent final round, where really anything could happen from here on in. Senior by the 1 from Alka and Allenby. Lonard, can he make another challenge? Well, he's not in bad position at 9 under. David Ecock sliding back a little. We've begun the day at 10 under. Lucas Parsons at 8 also. Here he is.
Tee driver. Oh, that's got a skip on. Landed beautifully on that downslope.
He'll be able to throw it on the green from there. Well, he could if he wanted to.
Fortunately, the greens are soft. He may be too close to the green if they were firm.
Sarto, 3rd shot to the 9th. Oh, he didn't like it. That's why. That's wet. Someone asked, did it stay up? I don't think so.
Hopefully the ball, someone saw the ball land outside the hazard line.
Not sure exactly where the line is there. We'll soon find out.
Back at the 8th. Stuart Bouvier.
The louder you talk, the less they listen sometimes.
Well, we'll have to wait and see where that one's ended up. Could be in a bunker.
No doubt about that one. That's on the short green stuff.
Now, nice tee. Steve Alka, and he's not holding out. Right. He's driving. Par 5. Slightly down breeze. Whatever breeze there is today, not much. He's at a bit anxiously.
So, Bob, if he becomes really famous, and they name a hole after him,
yes,
it'll be the...
Steve Alcohol.
That's right.
Oh, I need to take a break. Back to...
This is not all that serious, Brett.
Back to the serious stuff, momentarily.
Well, let Peter Senior work out his yardages there. We'll come back to that action in a moment.
Peter Lonard, a very strong driver of the ball. As his driver out, be looking to set this down the left half of the fairway. And that's an ideal position.
The Oakland's crowd
be able to reach the green
screaming.
Ian Stanley, we've got David Ecock.
Yes, he's got 164 metres to the flag downwind on an upslope. Lots of trouble right, so I think he'll be hitting for the middle of the green left. He's got 5 iron. High and going left. I think that was a safe shot because there was water and bunkers and everything on the right-hand side.
Well, it wasn't a goal, it hit the post.
Yeah, Peter's been lucky. His ball's just finished on the side of a divot. He'll be able to get a lot of backspin. He's got 7 iron. All up, he's got 152 metres. It's fired straight at the flag. That's the safe side, isn't it, Bob?
It is, Ian. Yes. Perfect length on that shot.
I think if you get in a right-hand bunker here today, there's no way you can get up and down out of it.
Well, it's hard to see on our screens, but those bunkers are very, very deep. Particularly that front right-hand one.
Robert's also got 7 iron.
I'm tipping he hits this straight at the flag. See where the pin is here. Tucked right up in that far corner of the green, over those bunkers.
He's out to the right and he's drawing it back. And it doesn't look too bad at all, Brett, does it? Bit of backspin there, unfortunately, eh?
Bit of that pro spin, Stan.
Yeah. Bit of that alcohol. Oh, you keep talking about it, son.
Yeah, well, you stay off it. You've got to drive that cart.
Second shot for Yoniyama at 8, and he doesn't like this either. Short, a little right.
Well, this is Sato obviously went in the water, so his third shot, fourth shot, fifth shot. And it's in. Oh, easy par. No problems. Saves all that putting business.
The 5 that he writes on the card won't indicate any of the story that he's had here.
Doesn't look too happy about it. Oh.
No, maybe went in too fast for him. That's an all-Japanese 5. Lucas Parsons, second shot after a monster drive into the 8th. Oh, I can't believe that. I cannot believe. He said, "You're kidding?" No laughing matter.
He's done no way he could get that ball near the hole.
He did absolutely everything he had to do, landed it past the pin. Another problem here. Back at the 7th. That's David Ecobb's ball.
Well, normally you just take the post out and play, but maybe it's on the paint that they spray around the bottom so they know where the hole is to put the post back. Further up at the 9th, it's Steve Elker with his second shot. Looks like it's on a pretty good line, but not long enough. That's a difficult lie. That's on a downslope in that heavy rough. He couldn't have caught that one properly, Brett, don't you think?
No, I would have thought he would carry well past there, catch a bit of a downslope and finish right down at the front of the green. Not to be. And I guess we're waiting for a ruling here.
I suppose if they pulled the post out, the ball will fall in the hole there.
The ball was hungry, felt like a steak, eh?
That's exactly what's going to happen, I think.
Pull it out, then place it in the nearest point where the lie is similar to what it was.
You heard it all. That was the voice of Trevor Hurden. Okay. Talking to rules official John Ruggiero.
Place it in a lie that was similar to what it was before you pulled the stake out.
Yeah, mate. It's a bit hole in.
Move it from the hole. Place it as near as you can where the hole doesn't affect the stroke.
They're still moving, isn't it? Okay, mate. Just up there? A bit down a bit. I'm happy with that. Yeah. It's still going.
Terrific work from our cameraman there. We were right on the spot. We could see it all. We could hear it all.
Peter Lonard. Second shot at the 9th. Watching a bit anxiously with that one. Well, it's better in there than what's behind there.
Plenty of interest and drama. Bob Shearer and Brett Officer. Now it'll be Peter G.
So it looks like David E. Cobb's set to play. The lie's not too good. It's going to be very difficult for him to judge just how hard this ball's going to come off the club face. Bound to get some grass in between the ball and the club face. He's got a steep little bank to come up. He'll be pitching the ball over that. And this will swing enormously from left to right as it runs across the green. See how far left he's aiming. And that's unfortunate that came off the club. Far softer than he expected. Now he's left himself with a very long, very windy putt.
Now up at the 8th, Lucas Parsons. Up for 3, and he deserves a 3 actually. Safely there for a 4. Must have had 50 feet of backspin on his second shot.
Needs to be careful there that he just doesn't straddle his line. The line extends from the middle of the hole back through your ball and beyond, and you aren't allowed to touch or step over that line while you putt, even if you're just tapping the ball in. Looked like he did that safely.
Stuart Bouvier is in the bunker. Blasted out to here, so this will his par 4.
Very important day today for Stuart Bouvier. He's currently lying 75th on the money list.
That's David E. Cobb's ball. And I've got to say, he's totally misread that. He's had a 3-putt previous hole. He's got a lot of work to do now to save a bogey.
It's an interesting shot that Steve Elker's faced with on the 9th.
Ball looks like it's sitting okay though, Brett, huh?
We can see it at least.
Yeah. You can really get down in that grass. You can see him as he walks through the grass as his shoes disappear.
Downhill lie. Pins 29 metres from the front of the green.
Is that one any good?
Nothing too tough about that. Brilliant shot.
And Big Mike said I did that with all the yardage.
Steve Elker, what a summer it's been for him. 13th on the money list coming into this tournament. Here's the man who leads it, Peter Lonard. He's got the chance, if he wins, to become the first Australian to win the Order of Merit with over $500,000 in one season.
Robert Allenby. Birdie putt here at the 7th. Oh, that is a good putt from down there. Up a step, over the shoulder of the bunker on the right. We could almost give him that one, Pete, I think, for a 4.
Peter Lonard is a good bunker player, and in his favour, a ridge behind the cup. Ball could roll back towards the flag. Doesn't need to use that ridge. It's a very well played shot.
Judging by that
the 10 under
wear mark on the face of the club, he does a lot of practice out of the sand, hence he's pretty good at it. Now, Peter Senior has a wear mark right in the middle of this putter, which he's used with such great success for so long. Rolling in a birdie putt on 7. Tried.
Well, David Ecob. This one for a bogey. 5. I think he totally misread this first putt across this green. Get in there.
Previously played this hole, 2 birdies and a par. The last today is 6.
Lucas Parsons, his tee shot at the 9th. A couple of good ones, Big Lucas. Perfect position, left side of the fairway.
Peter Senior for a 4. Right in the middle.
Peter Senior, just 1 bogey today. They're all the rest pars. He leads by just 1 over Elka, Allenby, this man Lonard. A further shot back in 4th place at 9 under, 4 off the lead. Sorry, 2 off the lead. Nothing's really become clear as yet as to who's going to win this tournament. In fact, the water's become muddied as the day's gone on.
Peter Lonard here can throw a bit more mud in there, if you like, with this putt for a birdie 4 at the 9th. Move to 10 under.
That's the Oakland's O.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to walk away and think about that one again.
Just a little tap in for Robert Allenby on 7 for his 4.
Robert Allenby picked up 2 shots today. Tied for 2nd with Elka. Now Chris Gray.
He's got one. And we think that's a birdie. We'll confirm that. But by the look on Chris's face...
It's a dead giveaway, wasn't it?
It's not a par or a bogey, let's put it that way.
Definitely a birdie. This also for a birdie 4 for Elka. For an outward 9 of 32.
Well, 2 well-known faces there. One in politics, one in the world of golf, though I guess the man in politics considers himself a pretty good golfer as well. A member here, Bob Hawke, is Steve Elka. Rolls his in. And joint leader now. A par 5 hole, so a birdie for him.
Robert Allenby's tee shot. And that's in perfect shape.
Par putt for Lonard. Beautifully in.
Coached by Gary Edwin, the man we saw talking to Bob Hawke there. So it's Steve Elker now with Peter Senior in the joint lead. 8th tee.
And interestingly, going with a driver here, after taking the iron for safety yesterday and making 6. Didn't quite catch that one, but he's in the fairway, and that's fine.
I think it was the day before he made 6, wasn't it?
Yes. Thanks, Bob.
I think David Ecobb's probably not strong enough to fly over the bunkers or bunker that's down on the right and protrudes out into the fairway, so he's taking the iron for safety, which is a pretty good play. If you can't get over them, why go in them?
Just an iron for Lucas Parsons for his second shot into the 9th.
Well, it's in a bit better position than it was yesterday.
A bit.
Yes, he probably came to this tee today saying, keep left, and he's hugged the right all the way.
Yeah, and he's still left that one out to the right as well.
Yep. So in the Canon Challenge, coming up to the turn, Steve Elker has turned in the joint lead now, having birdied 9. Elker began the day tied for 4th, and he's picked up 4 shots. Peter Senior has dropped 1. Robert Allenby has picked up today 2 shots to the good and just 1 back in 3rd place. Then Peter Lonard on his own in 4th. Gray, first round leader, joint second round leader, still there at -8. Lucas Parsons with him into -7. Stuart Bouvier is fighting hard after that triple bogey to open the day, or double bogey. Nobuhito Sato at -7, along with David Smale. Then comes David Ecobb at -6, and Marcus Wheelhouse of New Zealand, who has had a hole-in-one on the 12th today. That's 2 return tickets to Japan, to London for him, so congratulations to the Kiwi. He'll have a lot of friends tonight, and he's at -6 in the tie for 10th with Yonayama and David Ecobb. Stuart Bouvier from Queensland now, his second on the night. Got an interesting swing. Left wrist moves before anything else does.
So also coached by Gary Edwin.
And on in 2.
It's 2 good hits today, 2 good hits any day.
Stuart Bouvier currently 75th on the money list, and he needs to stay in the top 75 to be exempt for the next season.
If he stays at 7 under par, he's got that,
no doubt.
Easily.
Well, at the moment, if things should stay the same for him, he'd win $13,894. Now on 8, Ian Stanley's with David Ecobb.
David's got exactly 150 metres, but he's got to be careful of this green. It's very soft. He's got to get past the flag on the left-hand side, or it can spin down like Lucas Parsons. Knock down 6 on. Good shot, as usual. Lovely iron shot. This is fantastic. Flag high?
You called it, fan. Yep, he's hit some wonderful iron shots in the last 2 days.
I've just been talking to Sponge, Robert Allenby's caddy. Both the boys are firing each other with drivers, so wondering who can hit the longest. But Robert certainly got him on this one.
How far has Pete got?
Peter's got 124 the front and 9 on. Great angle to come in at it. just a little bit of a breeze coming up into their face. You can't see the flag move.
Yeah, these guys don't get quite as much backspin as Lucas Parsons either.
It's at the draw, just a tiny touch. It's right at the flag. Bit big?
Yeah, it's over the back, pitched over the back of the green.
Well, I think you could feel a little bit of a breeze there, but the flag's not moving at all, but when we were walking down the fairway, you could feel it. Robert's in a magnificent drive, right on the flat. 100 metres to the front edge, and he's got the flag on 9. Great angle to come at it. But this is a problem here, that he could hit that bank down, spin down, so he's got to get it past the hole to stop it, near the cup. Big galleries here today, unbelievable. Nice shot. It's up. No.
And it's okay. Just dribbling down from that little step in the green.
10th tee, 3 wood for Peter Lonard. Very simple, compact, efficient golf swing. It's always leading our order of merit.
That was off tape, of course, but this was Chris Gray. Only got a 3 wood in his bag today. No driver. That's no trouble there. It's just in the light rough, but not the position you need to be. Makes the shot a lot longer into the 10th green.
Steve Elker has his driver out. Lucas Parsons leaving that in the bunker.
Not his favourite hole on the course.
This was Steve Elker's tee shot at the 10th. Joint leader. And he's put that into the perfect position.
Nearly running down to the join in the two-tone fairways. That's exactly the middle here.
Yes, the two-tone, you're exactly right. So he's pushed it a touch.
These are the huge galleries Ian Stanley was talking about. Record crowds here at Terry Hills for the Canon Challenge. Here's the defending champ, tripling it down.
Woo.
Such a tough shot. Played it well. It's not stone dead. And second bunker shot for Lucas Parsons. It's his 4th shot of the night. Not too bad. Good chance for his 5.
Robert Allenby stalking this birdie putt. David Ecob lining his up. Both focused in their own world. Important stage of the tournament. Allenby can make it 3 in the joint lead. Ecob's got to stem the blood flow at the moment because he's dropped back to -6. So Steve Elker, Peter Senior at -11. Robert Allenby putting to join them. Peter Lonard, as usual, in the top 5. Chris Gray's had a very solid week. Lucas Parsons with him at -8 and David Smale.
Indifferent. He knows it. Uphill, no reason why he couldn't have been aggressive, but at least he's relaxed about it.
Peter Thompson, welcome back. Odds on Stuart Bouvier for Eagle here.
Thanks, Peter. Well, this would be exciting, wouldn't it? Get two at once, as it were, on the par. But, my word, that might be a record putt if it goes in. Has there ever been a putt longer than that hole? Oh, it's a pretty good effort. Yeah, he gets a clap for that.
Even longer than Freddie Couples on the last in the President's Cup.
Oh, much longer. 29 metres it is from the flag's 29 metres from the front of the green, and he was barely on, so it was a heck of a putt.
That's great. He's picked up one shot today, opened up with a 66, equal best round of the tournament.
There's a great view from behind the green of what he's got left to do. It's a long way back. And it's a fine iron shot. Uphill putt.
Peter Senior, and this a struggle here at the 8th. This is for a par. Oh, what a good putt. Well, that got him out of a lot of bother there. Second shot too strong, which left him with a really frightening chip shot.
Peter Lonard second to the 10th. Too. It's a fine shot. Landed on the step there in the green and spun back.
These steps are really irking these players, aren't they?
They do when it makes the ball go further from the hole.
Well, Robert Allenby, I think, was quite cross with that putt he hit there, but coming up short. But he had to go up the step and then up a slope as well. That's a 4 for him at the 8th.
I must admit my preference is for flat greens with no steps.
Here's Danger Man. And he's good with these shots. What is this, a 9-iron wedge? Talks to the ball as well. Be there. And it is there.
Well, Australia's got the elk, New Zealand's got the elk. And he is right in the groove today. Lucas Parsons for an adventurous par on 9. Yeah.
He's dodged a couple of bullets on that hole over the last 2 days.
He birdied it on Friday, but the Saturday and Sunday, 2 big 5s for him.
And the final group on the course. Robert Allenby just 1 stroke from the lead. And this is a birdie hole, reachable par 5. Very important to hit your tee shot in the fairway, and ideally the left half of the fairway.
God, he gets some speed up. Awesome, isn't it?
That's position A.
Bouvier putting for a birdie. His second putt on this 9th. That's a pity.
Peter Senior's had a little bit of trouble today, not driving the ball as well as we would expect him to. Looks like a beauty. keep up with Robert Allenby. Little duel on between those two.
Oh, they're too bad for Bouvier. Two wonderful shots onto that green, and then 3 putts.
David Ecob 4 over for his round to date. Done a lot wrong. 3 putt at the first, and a mistake at the 7th.
And that's got Ecob from on the top of the leaderboard down to the bottom of the top 10. So it's Steve Alker and Peter Senior, joint leaders. Robert Allenby, 1 back. Peter Lonard, the Masters champ. Only 2 behind. Any one of those men could win the Canon Challenge.
Monday.
What'd you get?
The moment of truth.
Kilos, big bags, private jet. That's what I want.
And for some, that's hard to handle.
Come on, Stacey, I'm not going to get up and leave you because you failed your HSC.
What do you say now?
Heartbreak High, 6 o'clock Monday.
On 4 Corners, after the shattering defeat, Labour's trying to pick up the pieces.
Well, licking our wounds is important. The wounds are deep.
The consensus amongst the guys was that they were falling out of touch with us.
Labour's trying to reclaim its heartland.
I know that we're in the cyberspace age, but most people, curiously enough, still like a feed of steak and chips.
Hard Labour, 4 Corners, 8:30 Monday.
Rule number 551. After a try has been scored... What a try, mate! The scoring side is now going to kick off.
Watch the ABC of Super League, 6:30 tonight.
Well, on the back 9, the first hole for Peter Lonard. He's got a lot of support. There must be thousands of spectators.
He's a New South Welshman. He's he and David Ecob, the only 2 in the top 10 at the moment.
Lonard to go to -10. Too many this week have been holed up the slopes from bottom level to top. He's going to mark that one. He would have been standing on the line of Chris Gray. So if you want to catch up on the scoring that's been done here today by any of your favourite players, that's the number to ring. You'll get straight through to the press tent where the big scoreboards are up there, and 94501850 is the number here in Sydney. Challenge score service. There's a portion of that crowd. They line the fairway. Lucas Parsons is back up at the tee.
We had a good close look at it in the air. It looked like it might have been going perilously close to that deep bunker.
Now here's a chance for the outright lead for Steve Alker. This for birdie at the 10th. That's a bold putt, and it's right in the middle. So he's the leader by 1.
2 straight birdies, 5 birdies in 10 holes for the 25-year-old Kiwi from Hamilton. He's won twice this summer on the Australasian Tour.
And Chris Gray just holding out for par 4. Hanging in there at 8 under.
Peter Senior, 3 wood in hand, going for the green here on 9. Green well down below the fairway level. Bunkers left, water right.
Oh dear.
That hit a tree, Ian?
That's right. He's lucky. He's hit the gum tree on the corner. He's trying to shape it around it, but it's dropped straight down in the light rough, so he'll still have a clear shot. But he's He and Robert are having a bit of a duel here. He's the biggest hitter, and I think he's just lost his rhythm there a little bit.
A bit pushy today, is he?
Yeah, just trying to hit it too hard, and he's not keeping his head still. Pete, what do you think?
Well, I'm not going to give him any technical assistance.
He sometimes drifts into the bad mistake of teeing the ball too far back between his feet. And that would explain why he ends up on the back foot when he drives, when he hits, as he did there.
Robert's got 210 metres to the front. He's in an enormous drive. He could just about hit this iron nearly all the way there. But even if he just gets it over that cross bunker, it'll still run onto the green. But he's got to keep away from that right-hand bunker.
There's an opening here for him too, with Senior possibly not being able to make birdie from where he's finished.
Just missed that tree that Peter hit, and he's drawing it back. And as Bill Laurie would say, he's a Victorian, Peter. He's a Victorian.
Well, he's about a cricket pitch away from an eagle.
He's got the same putt that Bouvier had, about 25 metres.
You've got to feel sorry for David Eacock, because poor old David's just lost his rhythm trying to hit the ball a little bit too hard to keep up with these two fine players.
Exciting events there at the 9th.
11th hole, David Smale for a 2. Caught quite a bit of the hole. It spun out. You can see how close the pin is to the right-hand edge of that green today, up at 11, with the water just 3 metres right of the edge of the green.
Now the leader on the 11th, the par 4, driving at a ridge with 2 bunkers in it. Oh, that's left side. There is a bunker over behind that big hill.
And they're climbing all over the rocks amongst the indigenous plantings here. It's nice and open on the back 9. They can get some great views from natural amphitheatres. It's an overcast, mostly day, much more pleasant for golf viewing, and they've come out in their thousands. Record crowd for the Canon Challenge in its 5th year. Peter Senior has won the tournament twice, but he's a little bit scratchy today. This is his 3rd shot. What sort of view, Ian's he got to the green, if any?
He's got a straight shot. He's hit 7-iron, and he didn't get it too solid, so it's coming in short into the right-hand bunker by the look of it. But it was sitting way down in the rough.
Oh, that's a bad spot there. Well, he's lost the lead, and he may lose 2nd place as well.
Stuart Bouvier, 2nd shot to 10. Not what he wanted. Finding the bunker. Stuart's a good bunker player. This one will test him. Deep bunker there.
Now Parsons, we'll just watch and observe the enormous backspin he gets on these short irons. I think this is his wedge. And really, it's a handicap to have such spin on the ball. Now let's see if this spins sideways. He usually gets left to right spin. Now will it? Well, it didn't that time. Big crowd. We keep telling you it's a beauty for a gate. A lot of top players not here, but it doesn't seem to affect the number of people who come.
I'd like to see good scoring. Looked like Yoniyama caught that a little heavy, but it's a good shot. Right into the middle of the green.
Yeah, he did a bit of damage to the fairway, didn't he? Dug it very deep. Oh, look at Senior now. Now, Lucas Parsons was somewhere there near that spot, and in trying to explode it straight at the flag, he dumped it in the bunker right up at the other end of it. Well, he's a fearless player, is Peter Senior. I don't think he's ever been known to really shake about anything in golf. Perhaps a little short putt now and again, but certainly not these shots. Now the club opened. Oh, no, he got it clean. Oh dear, where's that gone? Well, it was a dangerous position, but dear me.
Well, there would have been oohs and ahs all around Melbourne Central, where they're watching this on the big screen at the Heritage Golf Carnival, under the dome there, the glass dome, while they fire to 9 greens suspended from mid-air off all the levels around there. So hello to all the viewers watching us down there.
Sounds like fun, doesn't it?
They're using those plastic balls, the air-filled ones. Yes.
New variation on the game.
3. Played 4 and in some dreadful trouble there at the 9th as senior. And this man now taken over the whole event.
Is it possible he'll just cruise to a comfortable victory? He came from behind with a late rush in Adelaide to win the Ford Open 2 weeks ago.
By courtesy of Wayne Grady.
That was helpful.
But he did it from the front at Windaroo, didn't he, to win the Queensland Open? So he's done it both ways this summer already. And there you can see the flag. That's all.
Oh, here's another one. Terrific stuff there from Alka. What's happening down here? I think he's up to his waist. That is not really part of the golf course there. He's played 4, and that's 5.
Well, that's in the Penassetum, Peter.
Oh, that's worse. That's, yes. Oh, well, this is in a hurry now. That's 6.
Yep, well played. In the hole.
Oh, my goodness. That putt for a 7. What a shock.
Who would have thought, after a great tee shot, that this happened to Peter Senior? Started the day leading.
That ball might end up in the lake.
Bunker shot there. 3rd shot from Stuart Bouvier. Just running on a little on him. It's a very difficult shot.
Well, Yonayama-san lines up his putt. I'll leave you with Brett, Peter, and Peter Wilkins. Peter's everywhere here.
So it is a putt across the green here for Yonayama. I think there's a step between him and the cup. Maybe not. Oh, lovely putt. At last. He hasn't done too many of those this week.
Peter Lonard has found the fairway trap here on 11. Exactly the same bunker he was in yesterday. We'll see what he's faced with. He must get over that lip.
Good lie, though, isn't it?
catch the ball solidly. Making a mockery of it, isn't he? That was meant to be a difficult shot.
Well, meanwhile, back at the ninth, it's taken a while, but now it's Allenby's turn. 25 metres of putt for an eagle 3. Not out of the question. Now he'll start walking after that. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Oh, what a putt.
Robert Allenby, a tremendous putt. He's going to hold that for birdie to go to 11 under, and I'm sure we're all feeling a bit queasy for Peter Senior currently. And
Yes.
we'd desperately love to see him hold this putt.
Yes, it's not a nice thing to see anybody sort of fall at a hurdle and just about break his neck. Disaster, whether this goes in or not. Let's hope it goes in. 7's plenty, isn't it? You wouldn't wish anybody worse than that.
7's enough. On a hole where yesterday there were no bogeys.
Oh, is that true?
Into the hole.
Oh, that's a good save. Well, 7's bad enough.
But not a total hemorrhage for Peter Senior, because he can still see the leaders. If that hadn't gone in, they might have been out of sight. He's back to 9 under par.
Lucas Parsons also had a bit of trouble, so that's a 5 at the 10th.
Birdie putt for David Smale on the 12th.
Now, Allenby, this should be a formality. A birdie 4 putt at the 9th.
Third birdie of the day for Robert Allenby. He goes to 11 under par.
Well, that was something, wasn't it? He caught a par as well.
Deep breath from David. Mum and Dad watching him today. Might have a bit of encouragement for him on the second 9. Maybe a couple of birdies will come his way.
The tournament leader, Steve Elker, at the 11th. If he should go on to win this event, it would be his 3rd victory this season. And no one's done that since Peter Senior in 1989.
Steve Alker, 12 under par. Robert Allenby, just a shot behind now, and Peter Lonard and Peter Senior tied for 3rd at 9 under. David Smale, he's got a good round going. Lucas Parsons and the Japanese duo of Mr. Sato and Mr. Yoneyama. Stuart Bouvier at 6 under par.
This for another birdie. Nice stroke. Nice stroke. Well, he shouldn't be too upset about that. He's held enough up to now. And he holds the 1-stroke lead.
Beautiful round going for the New Zealander Steve Alker. 5 birdies today, and that would have been 3 in a row. But there are opportunities ahead for Alker.
Lonard, he's not out of it yet. He trails by 3. So should he get this in, he's well within striking distance. He hasn't really been well, hot with the putter that I've noticed in the last 3 days. Really has gone quite cold. Hasn't been getting enough of these, has he, Brett?
He hasn't been holding them, that's right. But what I like about the way he's putting is that he puts a quality roll on the ball. If it doesn't go in, it usually goes close. And it's only a matter of time before they do start to go in.
But they're going to ring the bell soon and it's too late. There it is. That's a good one. Great stuff from Leonard.
Straight in the half.
He's in a handy position, isn't he? He's one out and one back, you might say. He's got to sit on the leaders.
Well, it's looming as another cliffhanger. Alka, Allenby, Lonard and Senior still there.
Keep your sign down, mate. Marshall, just go that way, please. Players on the tee, please. They're quiet and stay still.
It's a lively crowd today, I think you could say, on several of the holes. They haven't had to call for assistance, but there have been words spoken.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
Yeah, behind this tee is a lot of feasting and I think a little drinking as well. Okay. Now we're ready. Tee shot at the 10th. That's all right. Nice helpful bounce. Back there amongst the divots.
Next to play, David Eacock. Who needs a good back nine to move himself back up near the leaders, where he started the day, just 2 behind. No one seems too thrilled with it, but that's a good solid drive.
Oh, that big crowd coming from the ninth, they've all stopped for a hot dog. And they'll catch up presently.
There were no ice creams left.
Now let's spare a thought for this man who's had a real thump in the head. Driver out. No wonder.
He's got to keep his cool, hasn't he, Peter? He's not out of it by any means at the moment.
No, he's not in truth, but very few people recover from a disaster like that he suffered at the ninth.
He'll feel like he's been run over by a truck.
Let's go to Karen Ty.
Thanks, Petty. Yes, tough times for the defending champion. Someone not in contention at the Canon Challenge, but a well-liked face on the tour, Brett Ogle. 2 over today, 3 over for the championship. But, Brett, a new chapter in your life about to begin.
Oh, I hope so. I hope it'll be good. This is my last tournament for probably a couple of months. I'll be going to Canada for a couple of tournaments early in May. So I'm looking forward to those, but I'm looking forward to a new enterprising business.
Just wrapping up this tournament, I suppose a bit up and down for you today. Good crowds out there?
The grounds were good. Yeah, I hit it in the water a couple of times today, which kind of builds your score up too quickly. Not enough birdies this week. I think I only made 8 birdies, so some of these guys are having 8 in a day. I found Terry Hills. I had a few practice rounds here in January, and I found the golf course. It's a pretty tough golf course, and they've grown the rough here really thick this week, so it's kind of a little bit like the United States, but didn't come to grips well enough with the tournament this week. But anyway, I made the cut. That was all right.
Tell us, did the broomstick chipper, after you removed that second grip, did it make any more appearances?
No, it didn't. It was an idea of... I tried cross-handed and normal chipping without much success, and I just thought that my broomstick putter works why not try a broomstick chipper? I didn't think it would cause so much controversy. It seemed to, though.
Well, Brett, best of luck with your endeavours for 97, the break from the game, and let's hope we see you back on the tour at the end of this season.
I'll be back at the end of the year. I'll be giving Australia a good hit.
Brett, best of luck for that. Good to come in. As we take you back out on course now, Brett Ogle.
Thanks very much, Brett Ogle and Karen Tighe. Welcome back to Bob Shearer. And you're with Peter Thompson.
Yeah, thanks, Peter Wilkins. Look at the jaunty stride of Allenby coming down there as we watch Lonard. There's two behind the lead. Oh, he must be one behind the lead now. Do you think there's a few people there from Oakland?
Yes, it's Lucas Parsons. Second shot at 11.
Oh, good.
And that's a good one. There is a better one there. And who is that?
Well, I think Ian Stanley's moved his way through the crowd to be down there somewhere. We'll come back to Ian in a moment as we see David Smale at the 13th hole, second shot.
That could finish up very nicely. Still dribbling. Oh, good shot though.
Now, where's that Elka fella? Leading the Canon Challenge and playing his tee shot at the 12th. It's a par 3. Water on the right. Well, he tried to match that of Lonard, but a bit too far. Now, is that in trouble?
David Ekop. Second shot at the 10th. Oh, is that drifting a bit to the right? He's leaning where it's going right. Oh, friendly bounce. Wasn't far from being perfect, actually, but he's got a birdie chance. Well, he can smile. That's good. That means he's a bit relaxed. Hopefully he can muster a few birdies here on the back nine.
Now Peter Senior in the same group. Robert Allenby's there. Huge gathering.
See Peter Senior way over there on the right. Not the preferred line to come into where this flag's cut on the green today. Not a bad shot from where he was.
Peter Senior will be looking to get one back immediately. That putt, a rather lengthy one. As we now have a look at Robert Allenby, well, slightly above his feet.
Now, Allenby's got that step. We can see it clearly as we look forward there. Flag on that upper level there. He's got to worry about that step. Pitch past it, or either that or hit short with a bit of low flight on it. Oh, he did well, didn't he? What golf.
Now, things are really changing here.
Let's go to Ian Stanley.
Yes, Elk hit a fantastic shot here, but he's gone over the back in that little hollow, and there's probably only one shot is just to hit it into the bank and hope it pops up, because he's only got something like about 5 metres to work with from the edge of the green to the pin.
Well, he's in the lap of the gods here, because if he pitches it into that grass on the bank, well, anything could happen.
Or a sand-iron shot like the 18th yesterday, Peter.
No, not this time. Clever shot. Not exactly stiff, but that's a good result.
He might be still away after those Two great shots inside him.
Lucas Parsons' birdie try, and he's got it, yes. Lucas Parsons, through-putted 10, hit straight back.
And Lucas Parsons to 8 under par. 4 shots behind.
Well, it will be Alka to putt before Lonard. Yes, well, he'll know a lot about pressure by the time this day's over. He must know, of course, that he's in the lead. And one of the pursuers is staring at him from across the green. That's Lonard. And Allenby, not far behind him in the group, playing the 10th. Okay, he's got his riding instructions. I do like his putting stroke because he's not afraid to draw it back, rather like Allenby.
Well, we have joint leaders now. Steve Alka and Robert Allenby at 11 under par, 1 in front of Peter Lonard. That's probably one that shouldn't have got away. And Peter, he did hit a good putt too.
He did. It was a very worthwhile putt, that.
Now.
Well, we'll be back to that important putt of Lonard's, but this is Smale. It was 8 under. And this birdie putt at the 13th. Down the step it goes, and it might... Oh, what a... how could it do that? So that's a par, and he will stay at 8 under.
Back on the 12th, Peter Lonard for 2 and a share of the lead. And yes, well, that'll get the Oaklands crowd going.
Peter Lonard, looming large again, the Masters champion, part of a 3-way tie for the lead at 11 under.
And the forgotten man today, Peter Senior. 2 behind now. This for a 3. But it won't make it, will it? Yes, it will. Okay, that's a par 4. He won't advance on 9 under.
Well, way up ahead, Craig Parry at the 14th for a birdie. And it's in. And that brings Craig Parry to 6 under par. Having a pretty good day today.
Now here's Allenby. This for a birdie 3, and therefore the lead. There are times way back on Friday, I think, when he was really angry with himself, struggling, not looking anything but a winner. Here we are Sunday afternoon with this putt to take the lead. Well, he's got some fans here as well.
Robert Allenby leads the tournament at 12 under par.
Now Peter Lonard's tee shot, the 13th. Virtually no breeze today, but now. Perfect position. The crowd are pretty quiet on the tee shots, but they're hooting and hollering when they get near the greens.
hit it too far there, they can't see it. Great shot of this undulating fairway.
Lucas Parsons.
Oh, what?
Water? No. But too far. Well, not that much too far, but offline.
Well, they're probably deliberately missing now because the business class return tickets to London are gone.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Now, David Smale, he was 4 under for the day. Hat-trick of birdies a short time ago.
He stays out of there, which he doesn't. He could have got on in 2.
Steve Elker's tee shot at the 13th, playing with Peter Lonard. Absolutely nothing wrong with that one.
Another tee shot at the 12th, the par 3. Yoneyama this time. Oh, dear. Wet? No.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice on.
Well, his heart was in his mouth, I think, watching that one.
Peter Senior drove in the bunker on the right yesterday, but
He's got a little frustration out of the system. Now there's a bit of anger. And
now
who knows, he could get
let that
back
one
into
go.
it.
That is a big one over that ridge. Alka was way short of the ridge, if you recall. He had a blind second shot.
At the top, Robert Allenby. He snuck into the lead away from Steve Alker and Peter Lonard. Peter Senior, maybe a birdie away from getting back into contention after that disastrous 7 at the par 5 ninth. Lucas Parsons and David Smale, they're there, but maybe too far away at this stage. Stuart Bouvier in a group with Chris Gray and Nobi Sato, and also Marcus Wheelhouse. Yoneyama, the other of the Japanese duo, going well. But here we go back to Mr. Sato at the 14th.
I think they're there together.
No. Fine line between perfection and imperfection.
There's a nice view of the crowd following this game. I like to see crowds follow. It means they're really enthusiastic and keen.
It's a good course for spectating, isn't it, Peter? Lots of nooks and crannies, little banks,
yes, it is
amphitheatres.
So. It is so.
Now, difficult bunker shot here for Lucas Parsons. Not a lot of green to work with. It's slightly downhill to the hole, but these players can get spin on the ball. He'll cut across it. Landed it. Perfect. Look at that. It's in. Yes! All right!
Oh, 2. Couldn't happen to a nicer fella.
Well, pin high from the tee in the sand. He has holed it, Lucas Parsons, to go to 9 under par, 3 behind, and the accelerator is down.
Cuts across it lovely, lands it just on the fringe of the green and lets it dribble down the hill. Absolute perfection.
Now that shout would have carried a long way forward to this group, I'd think. They would have heard it. Wondered what it was. So,
let's go down to Ian.
Yeah, Steve Alker's got 148 in here. There's a little ridge behind the hole, so he'll be probably aiming left of the stick, trying to cut it in and spin it back towards the cup. He'd be very disappointed after the last hole because he hit a great iron shot in there.
He had a good chip and a good putt as well, too, and came up with a 4.
little bit of a breeze from his left to right, just starting to come up, cooling.
A bit cooler down there today, Stan, than you were yesterday, I guess.
It was very humid there yesterday, Bob.
Yeah, it's still fairly humid today, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, he's ready now. What has he got, Ian?
148 metres all up.
Club.
And one back behind the green.
Oh, are you? Well, we'll tell you then. He's got an 8-iron.
He's a big hitter, isn't he?
And he's a straight hitter too.
It's not bad. He's an uphill putt for his birdie chance.
I think that's the preferred side there.
Yeah, these two boys have really hit some big drives down here. They're 112 metres to the front of the green.
That's a good bit of caddying there, by the way.
I already paced it, Peter.
No, not you. I mean, Mike, is it? Peter Senior. Oh, is he making a comeback? This is what he did last year. We'd written him off.
Well, realistically, 6 players have a chance of winning, including Robert Allenby. He's one in front at the moment, but that's a bit of a nightmare.
Well, he's got a bit lucky there. I think he's got a shot. Although
would you call that a shot?
Well, if it's not under one of those trees.
Yeah, but look, there's water just near the flag there. Oh, dear.
And while Allenby selects a club, Peter Lonard at the 13th hole. And Ian Stanley might have a view.
It's looking pretty good. How about this for a shot?
Right over the top of the flagstick.
Now, this shot here, he's off to the right, obviously, on the 11th, but there's a bunker guarding the flag where it's cut on the green today. Doesn't want to go too long or to the right because there's water there. He's in there somewhere.
And a nasty lie.
Clip the trees.
Ah. Well, he nearly got away with it.
Yeah, he nearly did it.
They can hole out a la Lucas Parsons, although with a little bit more of a distance to the hole. Tougher shot, much tougher shot.
Bit of water behind the flag too. Drama here at the 11th for the leader, Allenby.
Bit of congestion up ahead, so a little bit of a wait for Nobi Sato.
He's obviously waiting for the green.
Yes, par 5.
Now, as we were saying, realistically, 6 players with a chance of winning. You'd imagine the balance lies with the top trio. Robert Allenby, though he is in trouble, he's in the bunker. Steve Alker, positioned for another birdie, as is Peter Lonard. Lucas Parsons, after holding out for the bunker at 9 under. Peter Senior, he has a birdie chance at 9 under. And then there's David Smale, 4 under for the round. He's part of that strong New Zealand contingent at the top of the board. And a host of players at 7 under par.
Now this is Yoniyama, sorry. Par for his par at 12. Under par for the tournament.
Now here's Allenby. Now he's got an explosion shot, I think, of about 20 metres, right across the green and beyond, not too far to the edge of the green and in the water. Oh, that's well played. That's fearless. Well, I wouldn't have hit it anywhere near there. What a beautiful, fearless shot that was.
Spine tingler from Robert Allenby.
Oh, we're seeing some shots today.
He'll have that for par and to stay in the lead.
Up ahead at the 13th, Peter Lonard stalking around the green. This for birdie 3. Share of the lead, as you can see there. Slightly downhill and breaking from his right to left, I believe. Now he's holed a good one at the last hole. Is this the start of a run?
Alka waiting patiently over by the edge of the green.
Well, he's had 4 birdies today, Peter Lonard. This from numero 5.
No, he didn't hit it. No, it was down the hill, so you can't really have a run at it.
We'll be back to Alka's putt.
Lucas Parsons. He shot at the 13th. Caught the bunker, I believe.
Thought it went wide of that.
People didn't seem to move over there, Pete.
No, I think it went to the right of the people.
Okay.
Now, Peter Senior here, this to surge back into contention. He can totally erase the 9th hole, or, well, partially erase it with a birdie here, because he can then focus on what's ahead, people in front. He's 3 behind currently. Not too much body language there from Peter Senior. That was a good indication. And the half smile comes back on the face of Peter Senior. He is now back to 10 under par.
Now here's a key putt here from Alka. This for a birdie 3. Oh, what a beauty! Oh, what a player he is this season.
What a putter, Peter.
What a putter, yes.
It's a beautiful putter.
Now he goes to 12 under, as is Allenby, who has to hold this to stay at 12.
Well, they're going in all over the place. There's no reason why Allenby won't find the heart of the hole here. But if he doesn't, 2-shot swing.
Very similar putting strokes, these two in the lead. Might be a message there for somebody else. Plenty of backswing. Lovely. So that's a great save, because he hit a dreadful tee shot. And then from there to the bunker.
That's Peter Lonard holding out for his par at the 13th. Stay at 11 under par. Just one behind Alka and Allenby. The A's are on top.
That's a hot spot at the top. Alka, Allenby at 12, Lonard 11, Senior 10, and then Parsons at 9, Smale at 8.
Sato, 14th, second shot going at the green. Can he get there? Bounding up. Oh, he's done well. Don't roll back. No, it is. Back it goes, probably 5 metres down into a little hollow.
That's Smale playing his 3rd, because he was in the bunker from the tee.
Well, his last 7 holes, 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, 4.
Should be a 3.
Senior with the honour on the 12th. Teeing it right down on the deck. That's where the pros tee it for these iron shots. And there's the aerial of it. See how that water intrudes on the right. The bunker way short. The flag, I think, today is well back.
Yeah, 34 metres, Pete, right in the centre.
Right, okay. It should be right where you can see that step. Yet another one. Probably on the top level there. That's 155 metres. That's rather a long iron he's got there.